this is the story of how I got my new PC for literally for free. So, yeah. Also, there's Bedwars in the background and some bridge at the end, but like, that's not the important part. Hold on. Before we start, only all of you are subscribed. So, if you are not, well then, why not? Like, it's really inconsiderate of you. Like, that's pretty rude, not gonna lie. So, if you aren't subscribed, subscribe. Let's get into the video. What's up, guys? It's a guy who hasn't posted in a while. And today, I'll be playing some solo Bedwars, and I'll be recounting the story of how I got my new PC for absolutely free. By the way, this skin is just temporary. I'm working on it. Definitely gonna lose this, because I haven't won many games of Bedwars. So, this whole thing starts a while back when I decided to start a business for computers. And so all I had at the time was a really bad Lenovo laptop. It had integrated graphics. I think I'll go for this guy. Whoa. It's New Year's Eve when I'm recording this, so that's why there's so many booms. Oh, come on. So, I had honestly, it was pretty okay. It was a gift from my... Yeah, it was a gift from my parents for my birthday in 2019. It was meant for like e-learning and stuff. It wasn't meant for gaming, and what they didn't realize was that I was going to use it for gaming. It actually wasn't that bad. It had 16 gigabytes of RAM, probably in single channel memory, which, if you don't know anything about computers, you don't want single channel memory. Basically, what single channel memory means is all the RAM, or all the memory that your computer needs to run only comes through one slot. So everything's gonna be pulling through that one slot of memory. So, I mean, it's probably fine if you have a higher end computer. So, like, it's like the worst way you can have a computer. But, there goes a firework. But, it's honestly fine.
Unless you're, okay, it's very circumstantial. But, if you're just not doing any heavy work with your computer, then you probably won't, need any sort of different RAM configuration.
There's somebody at my base. I'm gonna buy Fireball. Probably gonna regret that, but who cares? So, basically, what I did when I was first starting my business is I had my mom make like an advertisement on the neighborhood Facebook. It wasn't really an advertisement, but it was a post asking people if they could like had any spare parts for me to use for my business. Blue bed's on. Oh, I'm the only one with a bed in this game, and that's not good. Oh, I didn't even. This is a new texture pack. I'll leave a link to it in the description. There were actually a ton of people who just basically gave me a free computer, although all the ones that they gave me were like really old, and yeah, so I definitely wouldn't use them for anything. I'm actually planning to turn one into a Minecraft server, but we'll talk about that in some other video. Oh, my bed's gone. I'm gonna lure him over here. One of my neighbors who I'm actually kind of friendly with, his name is Shelby. Shout out to you, Mr. Shelby. He gave me his old NAS without the hard drives, of course. In fact, none of the PCs that I got had hard drives or even SSDs or anything. What? Oh, shoot. I'm dead. So, I had messaged my grandparents as well about this. So I only mainly started caring about computers and stuff maybe 2 years ago, and they'd had a couple computers. So, but I didn't get to see them because of COVID. Are you kidding me? Alright, let's go. And so my grandparents live in another state than me, and it's pretty far drive there. So it wasn't like they could just like come over to my house and give me their old PC. I only usually get to see them twice a year, and in 2020 I didn't get to see them at all because of, you know, COVID. This guy is coming for my base. I don't like that fact. He's really just gonna... There goes my life as a Bedwars YouTuber. As you can tell, I'm very much not good at the game. Yeah. Don't expect me to win any of the games in this video. So, my grandparents said that they had some old computers, but they didn't really know much about them, and like, so I couldn't get any real details off them if I wanted them or not. It was 2 years. I'd planned a couple builds. I actually got $200 from my parents on my birthday to save for a PC. Like, obviously I couldn't get a good one with that money, but it was mainly just to save up to buy one. Usually I go to my grandparents once during the summer, and then for Christmas. The generation on this map is too slow. What is this bed defense? What am I... Perfect. We finally got to go to my grandparents' house, this December. Did that guy just... Okay. Are you... When we get there, keep in mind it's been 2 years since I've seen them last. I noticed they've got a new PC. And so I asked if I could take a look, and like, I'm their grandson, so like, of course they're gonna say, yeah, sure, you can take a look. So basically, found out, so they've got a Dell XPS from 2019, and it's actually got a dedicated graphics card. And like, it's so overkill because basically they only use it to like check their email, and then my grandpa plays Mahjong tiles online sometimes. So the actual graphics card was a GT 1030, which is not that good for gaming, but for just normal everyday use, oh my gosh, that is so overkill. I made a joke like, oh, can I have it? And you'll never believe what they said. They said no. Yeah, they said no. But then they said, but we have some old computers that you can take a look at. We don't actually know what's in. Are you kidding me? What? Oh my gosh. Yeah, my bed's gone. Never mind. So they bring me to their storage room. There's 2 towers in there. One's like an old Dell from like 2014 or 15 about. And one's like a Dell Inspiron from like 2005 or 6. Like, okay, that's not bad for free. Like, any computer for free is a big deal. Oh my gosh. How am I supposed to commentate when I'm stressing over a Bedwars game? Well, anyways, I take a look at the Dell, and it's another XPS system from about, what the heck? There's a man there. From about like 2014, 15. And it's got all OEM proprietary parts. Basically, it's got parts that pretty much only Dell would have access to. Like, you couldn't just buy it from a store, brand new. It had an i5 4440. So, but then, so that was like outside. It had a little sticker on it. But then when I looked on the inside, to my shock, there was a graphics card. Like an actual graphics card. No integrated graphics, none of that stuff. Like, there was an actual graphics card. And so I'd never heard of this graphics card before. It's a GT635. For some of you guys, you probably have heard of the GT730, which is like one of the most popular graphics cards with the shortage. It's also one of the cheapest graphics cards. This graphics card is like 30% better than that, which is crazy, because I got this thing for free. So basically, I just got like a solid processor and a really good graphics card for the price. Of course, the price being absolutely free. It didn't have like a hard drive or anything in it, so I couldn't actually like open the PC to test it. There's another guy. Oh my gosh, he's so low. At the time, I didn't actually realize how good it was. I thought it was just like some cheap old graphics card, like, from like however many years ago. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done in Bedwars. No way that... Oh my gosh, why does everybody want to kill me? Well, try. I'm on fire. This guy better not have... He has TNT. Oh my gosh. I hate this game! You know what? I'm gonna play some bridge. Because this video's almost over. I'm gonna get totally destroyed. Whatever. Not gonna try hard or anything. I'm just gonna play the game. Not get mad. Not get mad at a block game. Yo, that was probably the best clutch I've ever done in my life. So anyways, back to the story. So I got home, put the SSD into this computer that I had just gotten. I plugged it in. Of course, there were no graphics drivers, so, like, it looked very... the screen resolution... Oh, are you serious? The screen resolution looked very funny. And I open up Task Manager to see just exactly what computer or what graphics card is in this computer. Open up Task Manager and it literally shows there being no graphics card, which I'm like, what the heck? Like, because this is obviously a graphics card. It has like graphics output and everything. I'm like really freaked out because like what's going on, you know, as anybody would be. Like, I wouldn't have been really upset if this computer turned out it was just like really bad because I got it for free. Like, I wouldn't have cried, but I would have been like, oh man, nice. The reason it turned out it wasn't showing a graphics card is because I didn't have the drivers for the card. So, but it was already downloading those. And I thought it was gonna be like the worst graphics card I'd ever seen. Keep in mind, I've only seen like 2 graphics cards in person before. But it's got, okay. Yo, that was sick. If only I were good enough to actually, like, do that combo. Somebody clip that. Fine. I'm fine. You know what? Oh my gosh. After the driver installed, I saw that it was a GT635. And I'd never heard of this card before. So, I looked it up on this website where you can look up, like, how good graphics cards are. So I thought it was going to be like worse than, you know, a 730 would. And I did a comparison between it and the GT730, and turns out this card is actually like 5% better than a GT730. So I actually used about $320 to buy a GTX 1650, which is actually one of the better cards you can get. And with the shortage, you can actually get relatively okay prices with them right now. Not the best. I definitely overpaid, but yeah, it's a whole... So the other thing with this is the fact that the graphics card that I got way better than the processor, which means that it'll cause like issues. Issues with like the graphics card is like slowed down because the CPU can't keep up and it's like bottlenecking it. So yeah, that's where I stand right now. I got a really good PC for free. I'm gonna be upgrading it with a better graphics card, but it's gonna be a huge bottleneck to the CPU. Overall, my final goal with buying this graphics card was for the future. So when I get the rest of my parts for my new PC, which will probably take a couple years, I'll already have the graphics card, so that's not something I'll have to worry about. All I need now is basically a CPU, and a motherboard, and RAM, and a SSD, and probably a power supply. And then I've pretty much got a PC. I also need to worry about the case and the fans, but like, I don't really need to worry about those now. I just need to get the main parts. for now, this is going to be my PC. I'm probably going to start streaming. Make sure to like and subscribe, because I said so.